Hello. I'm
Fine,
even about to call you now. Good morning.
fine,
Chichi.
good morning.
Chichi. Chichi. I just saw your WhatsApp message. So
This one,
I'll call Mr. Ibudu, the head of admin, so
uh,
that if it is for her to scan those documents, let her
uh,
scan it to me, then I'll forward it to
uh,
them. Then
uh,
I'll obtain the date to come and start.
uh,
You
yeah,
know, he's a family man, he's still asleep. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
all these
No,
young
I
boys,
was
they like.
expecting this. What I wanted us to talk yesterday, but you say you were
Yes.
going to call me back.
Yes, I went to Ago. One of my friend, one Igbo guy. So his wife is celebrating their baby's birthday, and they say I must be there. So that was
So,
why I
so,
said, okay,
so,
let me call you
so,
back.
so you have Igbo friends.
I have a lot of them now.
You have a lot.
A
You
lot
have
of
a
them.
lot of them.
Plenty safe. If I go to trade fair now, this is what did they call it? If I enter trade fair, I don't dey buy cosmetics now. Now that is the dash me. I have
but,
a lot of them in Alaba too, safe.
but you
Most
are,
of my friends are.
but you have them like this. But yet
Uh,
you just stand behind Buhari Bugidam.
because if you don't befriend an Igbo man, you are lost already. You understand?
I
Because
don't understand. I don't understand. You say you should not befriend an Igbo man.
yes, because the secretive manuscript of mankind is in the hands of Igbo. You know, they are born with it. So, and some of us, you know, we came to meet the Igbos in a country called Nigeria. You know, they are the original, this thing, because
Inhabitants.
they originated from the Kemet Empire. You understand? And that is why they think, because the secret of this world is in the hands of Igbos. You don't know?
I don't know.
Because they say make them not bring foreign rice. I bought foreign rice in first like yesterday. So, there is nothing.
You say you bought foreign rice in first tag.
In first like yesterday.
And they must bring it.
16,500. You know, whether they like it or not, you know, there is one thing people don't understand. In this video, they say, make the ban motor. You know, so just they do motor. You know, Igbos, they are the Jews, they are the black Jews. And the Jews, even then, they themselves are afraid of Igbos. That is why they refuse to claim them as Jews. Because they have the same DNA.
Even the same Jews are afraid of Igbos.
They are afraid of Igbos. You don't know? You know my younger brother. You know my immediate younger brother. He's a major in Directorate of Military Intelligence. He is now Nigerian military attaché to Nigerian High Commission in Pakistan. They went for one intelligence gathering one time. You know, Pakistan bordered Afghanistan. You know that they went to a village in Peshawar. They met Igbo guys entering Afghanistan. What are they going to do? You can't ask a Jew to go to Afghanistan the way it is. So Igbos, they are like that. So the only thing is that when you befriend them, they will vomit the little things you will need to know to survive. They will vomit it to you. I'm working, the MD of my company is an Igbo man now from, what do they call it? He's, you know than I am now. Now his son is the MD of my company. You understand? There was a time where we spent more than 2 years. He was still paying us salary, and we are not getting a contract. Is that not mystery? Is it?
Is that
you know that I am now.
Is that not mystery?
It's a mystery now.
Paying salaries.
They're paying salary, and you are not getting any contract. And he even increased salary that period. You see? And nobody knows. There was a time even Board of Internal Revenue came to lock our office. They say this man get oil blood. He got oil well. They say he get this, he get that. If they say make he pay tax, he will pay. Even if they say make he pay 1 billion, he will pay. Is that not mystery? Is it? If there is anybody you fear on this earth, it's Igbos.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised to be hearing this thing from you.
Now, Igbo, you go fear.
Upon all these fights, where are the fights with you?
No. You see, let me tell you one thing. Do you know why Babangida remain relevant in Nigeria?
No.
It's because he dined and wined with the Igbos. And that is why he remained relevant in Nigeria. You know, when Babangida was head of state, if he visit any state, he don't go to government house. He sleep in an individual Igbo house. You don't know. So, and he's a free Nigerian. Have you ever had any assassination attempt on Babangida before? After he left power?
No, I've not.
There is one thing people don't understand, and that is why Buhari is finding it difficult. He say dollar this, he say this. And the rate at which even people are bringing in things into Nigeria is even more than when our border is open. So, who is fooling who? That is the end of it. That is all. Do you know that in my state now, the biggest rice farmers are Igbos? They don't push our people out of farms. Now then they farm rice now in Niger State.
Igbos.
You see, yeah, of course. Now then they farm rice now. Even rice now, then they buy local rice in the north. The Hausa man has money to buy local rice. And you know, that is why the other tribes hate Igbos. Because they don't know how they make their money. Didn't you see how they took over first tax? They are like Jews. It's just like what Adolf Hitler did to the Jews in Germany. Before you know, after the First World War, before Second World War, the whole Germans were paying tax to the Jews. Even government was paying tax to the Jews because they've taken over Germany. You see? The Igbo guys, they are arrested in the airport with gold worth 1 billion. We didn't carry Igbo man the big gold for Zamfara. Did the Hausa man know where they sell gold? Did the Hausa man know where they sell gold?
But why are they relegating Igbo man? There is nothing we do. Every government policy is targeted against Igbo man.
That is, you see, let me tell you, the easiest way you can survive in Nigeria. You see, let me tell you, it is when you push an Igbo man, that is when you tend to survive. So when you push them, look at LG, Fuani. You know Fuani is not making money again. This man that owns LG is a distributor. Because LG now, if they are selling LG Smart TV here in Fuani for 140,000, if you go to Alaba, it's 100,000. And nobody know where they are bringing it from. You see? Recently, I want to pack my fridge. My old fridge. I went to Alaba, they did the carton for me in my present. Correct one, original carton safe. You see? And you want this kind of people to go to Asoro, I will be in trouble. What is it called? It's just like Arabs. Now, Arabs, they are the Mephi in the hands of the Jews. And Israel is a very small country. That their population is not up to 6 million. Look at as big as Saudi Arabia. Have you ever heard Saudi Arabia don't fight Israel before? Now they control Arabs now. And you want us so that if you give our sort of man to Igbo man, they will just turn northern Nigeria to broad daylight prison. It's not possible. What do our people know? They don't know anything. Our people know.
I saw this you forwarded WhatsApp today. I saw what you forwarded WhatsApp today.
Igbo, subhanallah. You see, that was a mistake Buhari made when Buhari came in as president. Had it been he want Nigeria to move faster, I swear to God, he would have hold a town hall meeting in southeastern Nigeria. Tell the Igbo religious leaders, the business leaders, and tell them that they should support his government. You understand? They will know even anywhere dollar is, they will go and bring dollar to push his government. Say he don't want to do it, he don't want to have anything to do with people. Look at where we are today. It's not possible now. Because, you know, if you are talking about criminals in the world, America is the #1 criminal country in the world. Didn't you know that?
Followed by Israel.
Because it is the Igbos that will teach you the sense. They will tell you that this is what you are supposed to do to succeed. You know what I mean? Which all
So you know that that the Igbos are really pushed to a tight corner in Nigeria. That the Igbos are just on the fringes of being sent to Biafra or Equatorial Guinea.
You see, Chief, we should not lie to ourselves. If you are talking about the real sector of the economy, You know, it is Igbos that shape the economy. You don't know. Because if you go to Manilas now, you go to Alaba, you go to Ladipo, you go see person, just a young boy will count $50,000, $100,000, put inside pocket, they go China, they go bring something. You know, if Babangida, I didn't think Buhari has sense. That 2015 when he became, he would have called 5, 10 Igbo businessmen and tell them that we want light in Nigeria. And, you know, and review the license where they give all these disco. Would by now would have gotten light. Because Igbos will go to Germany, they will go to anywhere and bring light to Nigeria. And tell them those importers of generators, see, we don't want generator in Nigeria. I beg, we need light. You understand? See this guy. Do you know there is one thing that people don't understand? There is this man they call Batunaji. Maybe you've heard of him.
Batunaji, former
Minister of Power.
Power, yes.
Do you know why they push him out? Do you know in Nigeria currently Batunaji is generating over 10,000 megawatts of electricity? But do you know that close to you now? You know there is a place they call he has a company. He has a company in Abia that is he has built it already. Federal government refused to buy the electricity.
Huh?
You know he's one of the best engineer in America. They brought him from America now. Batunaji. You don't know Batunaji?
I know him now. Former Jonathan forced him to resign.
Because he wants to give us light. And the evil who has been preventing Nigeria from getting light advised Jonathan to drive the man. Do you know that there is a company they call Geometrics? As I'm talking to you, if you go to Abia, they have one of the largest single private-owned electricity generating plants in Nigeria. Yeah, of course now.
And the electricity that generating, where are they using them?
You know, he's selling it to individuals.
In Abia?
Yes. Not only in Abia. He transfers electricity to other places. He said, just browse Geometrics. You see it now online. Geometrics. He's the owner of Geometrics. And another thing where Buhari made mistake is that it is people that have had, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you know this Saudi crown prince, most of his friends are black. When Buhari went to Saudi Arabia, the person that moved Saudi crown prince to Buhari is an Igbo guy now.
Yeah.
This guy, boy, you got a Saudi crown prince met the guy in America. You understand? Even Saudi Arabia, they are a state oil company. They want to privatize it now. The 1% is Nigerian that want to buy that 1% of their shares, and it's an Igbo man.
I never know all these things.
You know, there is one thing is that, you see, there is one thing people don't understand. If this refinery will work, if Buhari tell Igbo people, say, I want to refine, you know this man where they call Ibeto? You know Ibeto has a chemical plant in Houston, in America. You know, my brother now is the director of DPR. You know, he's the current head of DPR. And Ibeto came to meet him that he has capacity that he can bring people to come and build a refinery bigger than that of Dangote. But you know, it is Dangote that pushed him out of Nigeria.
Yes, I know.
Ibeto. Do you know that Ibeto, up to now, Ibeto is paying more than $1 million on high sea. His cement are still on high sea. He wanted to flood Nigeria market, his cement at $1 per bag. And people don't even understand. You want Igbo, if Igbo man rule Nigeria, we don't enter trouble now. Northerners, the first people they even deal with are Yoruba. And that is why Yoruba would never open his allow Igbo man to become president. It's not possible, sir.
So you now know that Dangote is ripping us.
Yeah, of course now. all the government cement company, not being the seller to Benue Cement, Ashaka and Sokoto Cement. Now you buy them now.
Wow. I'm surprised that you know all these things. Yet every day we are fighting on social media.
You see, let me tell you, if Buhari can walk up today and pick like 5 Igbo people and say, I beg, please, I want you to support my government. Nigeria will change within a twinkle of an eye. People will start shouting, where this man? You know, he don't want to have anything to do with Igbo. And that is why his government is going down.
So you know his government is going down?
He's going down now. We're not moving forward. We're not moving forward. You see, we need to tell ourselves the truth. See, let me tell you. Look at this Cosmos Maduka.
Do
you know Cosmos Maduka? Do you know he's the only importer of what they call BMW? Yes, most of these are big cars.
Yes, I know.
From in the whole of Africa.
Yes, I know.
You know, he's a friend of King of Morocco. He's a great friend of so many. Whom did Buhari know? That is the problem we don't have. We have. And that is why you see that even Tinubu himself, he knows that if Tinubu pick APC ticket as president today, Igbo people will not vote for him.
We didn't vote for Buhari now. So Tinubu is capitalizing. That's why he is planting his men that he can do away with Igbos.
No, Northerners will deal with him. You see, a Northerner will even prefer to move with an Igbo man than a Yoruba man. You know, if an Igbo man get money, if an Igbo man get $1 million, you go no say don't get $1 million. And if Igbo man, you see, if Igbo man won't take action, he can easily open his eye and tell you that this is what I'm going to do. Is that not what Awolowo did to Ojukwu? You know, it was Ojukwu that went to release Awolowo from prison.
Yes, I know.
When they sentenced him to life in prison. When Ojukwu became governor of Eastern Region, the first thing he did was to go and release Awolowo. Is it not the same Awolowo that killed him? Is it not the same Awolowo that killed him? He went and told Awolowo that he will go and declare Biafra. Then he said Awolowo should go and declare his own. But what did Awolowo told you? Awolowo said declare first. When you declare first, I will declare. The next thing Awolowo became Minister of Finance to go on.
And I know Awolowo is saying that, okay, he said that if you declare, that when you declare, did you tell him that you have declared? You see, Buhari made the greatest mistake of his life. I swear to God. You know why Igbos are crying? Igbos, they are not even interested to be president or only. Just create enabling environment, make them do their business. You know, they are Jews. The religion is not really their problem. Have you ever heard any Igbo man fighting for religion? They are not religious. What they need is comfort of life. Make them just get comfort. Look at Prince Arthur Eze. This man that has Oranto Oil and Gas. Buhari don't want to have anything to do with him. And this man, do you know, this is somebody that if Rolls-Royce want to create a car today, they want to build a car today, they will contact him, whether if he's interested. You know, he's only Nigerian now driving 2019 Rolls-Royce. You don't want to have anything to do with him. Most Igbos are businessmen. If Buhari, you know, Buhari has a problem. If I were the president of Nigeria, do you know one thing? I would select every southeastern state to have like 3 billionaires. What we say, if they want to call me, they have my number. You know, an Igbo man just want recognition. Say, this man they call president of Nigeria to do. Everybody will rally him, and he would like to make. Nothing will happen to you. This sickness, where Buhari is sick, is he ordinary? He's not ordinary. Yeah, IBB left power 1992. If not of recent that he started falling sick, he has been a relevant person. Because of his connection with Igbos.
Yeah, of course. Now, if IBB can come to Lagos today, he will go and sleep in Alaba. He can sleep anyhow. You know, if any Igbo man see IBB self, and IBB can't sleep for you, Buhari failed to study the mentality of Igbo, and that is why he's trying into this, because Igbo is not interested. Say, I want to be president. Just create an enabling environment for them, make them do their business. That is all.
But why are they not bringing people like you nearer to the seat of power, so that you talk sense? So you talk sense. You talk sense to some of your people.
You don't get sense. You know, the Chinese, as I'm talking to you now, if you go to this ongoing Lagos International Trade Fair, now because of Igbos, Taiwanese, all these Thailand, all these Chinese, they come for trade fair now. Who they buy Chinese franchise? Not the Igbo people. If Buhari, this agricultural revolution he's even talking about, the people that would have helped his government to grow agri in Nigeria would have been Igbos. What you need to do is to tell them, make them build silos all over the country. Give them, in olden days, I'm a young boy. You know, in days during the regional, we have marketing board that market farm produce.
Yes.
When you build all these silos all over the country, give contract to Igbos, make them build those silos. Tell them that now you go get license, like Cosmos Maduka, all those big people. Just give them license. Say now I go to market Nigerian food all over the world. You see that Nigeria will become an agrarian country all of a sudden because now they know where people they buy food. Did Aboki Mono where they buy food? That is the problem where these people don't understand. There is one thing you don't understand. You see, Louis Ojukwu. You know Ojukwu, late Ojukwu's father, Louis Ojukwu. You know, he's the first transporter in Nigeria.
Yes, I know.
And he's the first person that when he was alive, you know that Ijibo, Oyibo, what they call it, Oyibo. That place, that Ido Park. You know, now you get Ido Park.
I know.
You know, if you go to Ido Park, you go see Yoruba, you go see Hausa, you go see Igbos. You know, most of his properties all over, you see them, every tribe did it. You know, he's a detribalized Nigerian because he's a businessman. You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, Louis Ojukwu that time, you know, he's the only major transporter to John Holt. Yes. All those white companies, where they come to Nigeria. Yeah. You know, now he bring Leventis to Nigeria. Most big companies. You know, Igbo man, nobody say he want to become president or minister. You know, Louis Ojukwu was offered to be minister and he refused. He said he don't want to be a politician. But he funded NCNC. That is an Igbo man. Had it been Buhari supported, bring Igbo to his, they would have even supported his government. By now, Daura, his village, somebody would have gone there to build oil refineries. Because now then they get where money. And this man just sit down like an archaic person. And the people who are around him, they are old people. That's why we're suffering now. You know, during Jonathan, despite his fault, fuel was not as costly as this. Neighboring countries were getting their fuel. Nigerians were happy.
Yes.
Dollars was not as high as this. But we're not having any problem.
Yes.
We have reserve. We have everything. But all of a sudden, Buhari say, I don't go do with Igbo. And he was even showing the hatred towards them. And that is why they look at showing them hatred. If you go the whole of Broad Street now, William Street for Island, all those big buildings are Igbo people will get there now. Yoruba and streets, they say, they don't get shop. And these are people that would have helped you to move your economy. Just sit down and say, I don't want to do anything with them. Okay, go now. Go.
So you really know that Nigeria is actually going down?
Well, I mean, we are not moving forward now, Chief. Because Buhari was sitting on the time bomb, waiting to explode. And people don't know. I'm afraid now that by next year, you know, I've started processing my documents. By next year, I'll leave Nigeria and I'll not come back again.
No. If you leave Nigeria, where are we going to run to?
You are even talking about, do you know that in my village now, 1,000 naira, if you give 1,000 naira to a person, but if you like say you don't carry 1 million, give out.
Yes, now.
People are hungry.
People are hungry. And the man doesn't want to.
There's hungry everywhere. And the problem is that he's not doing anything. You see? You need to have done something that people say, this is what I have done. He has not done anything. We are not moving forward. We are stagnated. Saying that this, I don't know.
This Osibanjo case, so they want to force the man out. Or what is actually happening with Osibanjo?
Osibanjo will go.
Yes, because of Tinubu.
The northern oligarchy. You know, Buhari is not representing the North. Northerners are not happy with him. He has not done He has not done anything for Northerners. You know, we are not happy with Buhari.
That's why they kidnapped His Royal Highness.
He is not even that. They don't even want to have anything to do with him. Let him go. You see, do you know that PDP and APC will not form the next government? You don't know. Because if Buhari go, now APC will go. You know, when you are president, you are the leader of the party. What has it done to unite APC? APC is dead. PDP is dead. So what the Northerners are doing now is that there's an ongoing mobilization now in the North. You see that they'll present a Northern candidate, an Igbo man, as vice president. That is all. You see?
Another candidate? So the presidency will continue to reside in the North?
In the North, because the Buhari is not representing Northerners. He's representing Yoruba people. You see, there's one thing people don't understand. This high hatred division in Nigeria. Now Buhari the cause of. Now Buhari the cause of, because after that coup in 1966, Buhari Shagari came as president. Who was his vice president?
Igbo man.
So and when Shagari left, when Babangida came in that 8 years, who are the majority of businessmen that flourished during Babangida are Igbo people.
Yes.
Did we die? Northerners, Yoruba man can sit with you now. He is killing you, but you don't know. But an Igbo man can open his mind, tell you that this is what I'm going to do, and you do it. You can easily know where he's going. Yoruba that have agenda.